I again expressed a concern this year about OT because I started receiving nothing. Reason given was one, suspension. Because again, I'll come back to that. Another was 3 weeks, 4 weeks in a row, almost a month, testing, iReady testing. And I stated to them, I'm not understanding, speech still happened, so why the outside source couldn't come in and do it? I'm confused. Well, there was no resource room available. There was a resource room available for speech. I'm again confused. So this year they were sure to put in there that all services will be stopped during testing. So back to the IEP meeting I called in March. I asked how long behavior has been going on, and all everyone can give is good stuff. Nothing's going, it just all of a sudden escalated. All of a sudden this is going on. There were no signs, but we all know there were signs. I just gave them to you. I said, well, why wasn't the guidance counselor, involved once I let you know that, things had changed so drastically in the household, and you saw his behavior escalating? No reason given. There was no reason given for a lot of things. And I said, well, one of my last questions was, well, do you feel as though you have this under control and everything's going to be okay, or do I need to pull him out? They just continue giving good things to the point where the principal was like, okay, wait, I'm confused. And, what's going on? And everyone again is like, oh, I don't know. But they claim they have it under control. Again, I asked because he was, slamming chairs. I came in because he was slamming chairs. And I said, well, why wasn't his chair taken away? If this happened, why wasn't his chair taken away? If it says in his IEP several times, even from student survey, that he prefers sitting on the floor or standing for writing assignments, because that's where the problems were coming in, was writing. Even though it also says in his IEP that he struggles greatly with writing, and that's why he's an OT. He comes in the next day to the same situation, and I hate to say it, he threw a chair. He threw a chair. My son has never thrown a chair.